Hey, it's Wes.
And Chanda.
And welcome to DinkLife.
We are in Detroit, and more specifically, we are in front of Third Man Records up here, which is, if you don't know, the record label of Jack White. And they do record pressings and all of that other kind of stuff. They do live concerts and everything else here.
Yeah.
So Nashville was the original.
Yeah, and then this was the second, I guess.
Yeah, he is from here originally, so this was the second one, and then there's also one in London. We have actually been to all three. If you've been watching our channel, you know that. Well, not the one in Nashville, because we hadn't started our channel yet, but we did go there.
Yeah, we did go to that one.
But anyway, the cool thing about this is they actually press records at this one and the one in Nashville, so they do that at both places. And on Fridays here, they have tours of the pressing studio, or the pressing plant, I guess I should say. And it's really cool. It lasts about an hour, and it only costs $15 a person for you to come see that.
Yeah, which isn't bad.
So we are gonna go in and take it. Now, one thing I will say is I would buy the tickets ahead of time. Like,
you want to look at the first of the month.
Yeah, it's the end of July, and we bought our tickets on July 4th, actually. The tours are very small from what I understand, but we'll let you know when we come out for sure how many people were in there and like sort of how it works and stuff like that. But I do definitely recommend buying them. They drop them at the beginning of the month.
Yep.
So you can get them like for August, at the beginning of August, if you're planning on coming up here. But we're going to go in there and take the tour and just sort of check out the store and see what's happening.
And here is the Third Man Record van. Check that out. I love the little hubcaps right there. Even got the logo down in there. I like this little sign right here too. I like all these yellow windows too.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And they even have the same colors in the gumball machine too.
Oh.
This little thing's neat inside. Got lots of cool stuff back in this hallway. And I do love this little elephant lamp. So unfortunately we can't take you on the tour, but this is the factory inside there. And mostly just because there's records being pressed in there that come out in a few months and they don't want anybody to see them. But here is the record making process, and that's the lacquer right there, which is the lacquer covered aluminum plate. And those are made in Japan actually. And then that they use and they cut right here for a live audience. And then they will turn that into this, which is the, I forget what it was actually called, the correct name, but this is the mold, but it's a nickel coated piece of metal, super thin. And then this is the resin PVC piece. And then you can see some of the pellets right there that they melt down into that.
Didn't she call that the mother?
Oh yeah, this was called the mother. Mm-hmm. And then this is kind of what the mold backing process looks like. So you can see the bottom right there. It's cut away. You can see the record up here. And then that's the mold back there where they would actually pump steam through it to heat it. And they actually have to cool it too rapidly afterwards to get the record to pop off the plate. And then here's the record, and you can see it's over molded a little bit, which they trim afterwards. But that's kind of the whole process. And they make them all right in there. I was gonna say back over there is where the recording room is, and I'll show some pictures, but that's where their lathe is that they cut those lacquers. And I did want to say there's only 2 of those machines in the whole United States currently. One of them's right here in Detroit.
Yes, that is true.
This hallway is real cool. They got some bathrooms back here too. And that is their blue stage right there, which they have live concerts at. And they actually clear this whole area outside here and fill 200 chairs up and have concerts.
I don't know if they put chairs in, but she said 250 people. My guess is
it's probably standing room only. But it's crazy.
Miraculously can fit 250 people in here.
And we even saw a record Conan performed up there.
And one thing she did say, which was really cool on the tour, was that in the Nashville location, Billie Eilish did a very secret, apparently, concert for just her fans, and they pressed the record of that, and she messed up her own lyrics. So if you can get your hands on that record, apparently it's like one of a kind.
This machine's neat. It has a bunch of films in the bottom. Can I play up here? That's a cool record. You have some really cool patterns. Got some really cool chairs back here too.
Yeah, this whole vibe is just really cool.
Conan.
Conan played here, and they pressed a record with it.
That's cool. Little boost so you can listen to some records in there. You like that little sculpture there?
All right, everybody, so we just finished up our tour of the pressing plant at Third Man Records here in Detroit, and it does say that it takes about 30 minutes or 45 minutes to an hour, and it really does take every bit of that, but it goes by so fast.
Yep.
I could not believe it. It was so like entertaining, and just get so much knowledge from it, like about things you just didn't know that go into making a record.
It was really cool too, yeah. And you get to see like an automatic record press going there, and which was really cool to see.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, we weren't allowed to take you in there with us, as Wes told you, because they are pressing records that maybe some people don't know are being released yet or haven't been released yet. And we did hear about one of them, but we obviously can't talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's just really cool back there, and it's just cool to see the process of how that whole thing happens. Like, you don't think about what goes into making a record.
No, and I did enjoy the quality control, because there's quite a lot of quality that goes into that. And it was neat to hear, too, they do quite a bit of regrinding, actually recycle almost most of their material, which is pretty tricky in the plastic industry.
They do, which is awesome. And the other really cool thing that she said is everything they make in here, 97% of it is good enough quality to send out of this plant.
Yeah.
So they've really got this down to a science up here, and it's just really cool how it works, because it's just a little plant. I mean, it's not big. You know, you'd think it would be much bigger for as much as they put out, but it's just really cool because it's really personable, and everybody back there was really cool and very nice.
And a lot of the equipment they use to actually still make these records is just old stuff still from the 70s. It's really neat to see.
It is. It was really cool. So, I mean, it's only, like I said earlier, $15 a person. So if you're going to be up in the Detroit area.
And we got a record at the end, too.
We did.
Free record each.
And here's the thing. We don't even listen to vinyl. We don't. I mean, I listen to a ton of music, but we just don't play it on vinyl. So, I mean, even if you're not into listening to records.
I think just records are really cool, yeah. And they're so pretty, too.
Yeah, it's just really cool. And they do put a lot of colors and stuff into these ones.
Yeah, they're not just black.
Yeah, so that's really cool to see, too, like how they do that and how they come out, and they're all very unique. So, again, if you're in the Detroit area or Nashville, I think they do it there, too, actually.
Yeah, I highly suggest stopping by for the store.
I would say if you know a few weeks ahead of time that you're going, definitely try to pick up the tickets, because they'd only do it on Fridays, and there's only 3 tours every Friday. But that was our experience. We loved it, so highly recommend. And just remember, as always, whatever you decide to do, just get out there and do it.